We've acquired a 1992 Winnebago Lesharo for 3% the price of a new entry-level camper van. We are trying to restore it completely while still keeping under the price of a used beat-up delivery van. One of the main problems that we have with it right now are the leaks. So what we did, we ripped off the ceiling that was not very pretty. And now let's just say that Mother Nature hasn't been helping us for us checking outside. So let's check other stuff. This is the best condition cabinetry that we were able to retrieve from the RV. I just wanted to show you how it's built because I think that the way that they've built it to make something very strong, very light is actually interesting. Now there is some metal in there, there is some plastic, and there's actually some foam and MDF. So what you have in metal is the upper portion right here of the rail, that lower section here, that's also the joint. Now there's no top on this, as you can see, because this is where the top of the RV and the back of the RV would be. The other part that it's in metal is the part that would be attached to the wall. So the way it was installed at the factory, you had a couple of screws on top here, a couple of screws on top here for strength, and then just one screw here, one screw there, same here, just for these things to hide what was inside of it. Now, what is very interesting, if you look over here, now this board is actually a piece of foam. And although it may sound weird, people built complete trailers out of foam. So foam, when properly installed, is actually pretty strong. On top of that foam, they've put a piece of plastic here and also here. And all of that is bonded to the metal part right here. Now, unfortunately, this one has been painted, as you see here. I do not think that we're going to be able to remove the paint from that plastic here. However, from the metal parts, paint seems to be able to be removed, as you can see. Also, these lights, I'm debating whether we keep those lights or we put more modern ones. Comment below if you have an opinion about it. Now, the last thing I want to show you before handing this over is that this was the original color of the door. It's too bad we don't have it anymore because it actually still looks pretty good. However, I think that maybe by pushing these, which are the little catch so that you can open the door, we can potentially revert them. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what we can do about it. And finally, there's another little mechanical way that this is made. You have like a felt pad that is across the rail on both sides, and they've actually used little felt pieces here, and that would prevent the door from moving when the vehicle was underway. So this is pretty clever, and I'm not sure we're going to replicate this, but I can appreciate a good engineering design when it's very simple like this, and I wanted to point it out. So let's go to the next step. You'll see that cabinet in a future video when the rabbit's done with it. This little fridge came with the unit as an option when it was purchased. It is a Dometic 3-way fridge that works both on AC, DC, and also with propane. I did try to see if it could be saved. Sometimes just putting a new coat of paint would have done the job. However, we had a little problem. See, this is how it is locked. And if I try to open it up, yep, all the hinges are broken. That door is more than beaten up. And for some reason, when they've painted it even inside. All in all, this fridge is the equivalent of 55 liters. While taking a look at the overall dimension, I noticed that this fridge was around 25 inches tall by around 19.5 inches wide. So I went and browsed online to see if we could find something that would match roughly those sizes, and I'll show you what we found. This will be the replacement fridge for the Dometic fridge that was installed in the RV. It's made by the company Apicool, although this particular one was marketed by the company Bodega. It has a capacity of 65 liters, and although it's about 10 liters more than the other one, what we realized is that it is the same width and it is the same height, give or take, as the previous one. Now, where's the catch? Well, the catch is that this one is not propane, and the only thing you're going to find on this is a 12-volt compressor. Now, I do have a couple of other fridges that I've tried over the years made by the company Apicool, and what's nice about them, they seem to be fairly reliable, and they're very, very inexpensive. As an example, this one was under 400 Canadian dollars compared to an Norcold or another brand that would have costed way over 1,000. So if you open it up, what you can see inside of this, well, first of all, we've got a much larger freezer than we used to have. And this section actually can be taken off. So I have to read the instruction manual. My initial guess is that you can either have it as a 1 or 2 zones. The other thing, it does have a little LED light here, nice drawer right here, and those 2 shelves for cans. So all in all, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a suitable replacement. And next time you'll see this fridge, it will be to install it. So, status report on the roof. Well, I found quite a few cracks. All the sealant is cracked everywhere. I mean, this all has to go. We've got a new fan to put over there. And I also found here that this vent right here does have a couple of holes in it. So this might be where that leaks comes from. I also found this thing here. I don't know if that leaks. So for some reason they have used fiberglass to do some patchwork. No idea why. So we'll have to take decisions on what we do with this roof, because either we have to clean it completely, or maybe we could put a liquid membrane to cover the whole thing. Okay, so when you're up here, you gotta be careful where you step. There is only 3 braces that I can see from inside. There's one over here, around here. There's another one where I am right now. And finally, there's another one that is right behind where the air conditioner is. And actually, I think there's another one. Yep, there's another one right here. So 2 for air conditioner support, 1 in front of the vent. So we try to stay over there. And also an extra one right here. I'm going to try to seal this temporarily because obviously it's all broken. This thing is just going to fly off when I drive at some point, and there's no more water integrity on this. So there's a good chance that this is one of our leak. So what I'm going to use is some flex tape, just very temporarily. I will order more of these to replace them, and also obviously I will have to find a more permanent solution for the roof at that point. Okay, so now this particular vent is used for the sink from what I saw. Some people say online that it's not entirely necessary, but if I am to replace the other vent that's on the other side, I might as well order just two and do the, because then I'm going to need to do it later on if not. So that's it for that. Let's try to temporarily seal the other area. So as you saw up close, I mean, this is really a mess. There's that I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different type of adhesive there, and some broken plastic. So this is most likely one of the areas where water gets in. See, there's this urethane right here. So we're gonna try to do the best for now. It's too cold to apply a real type of sealant, so that's why I'm using the flex tape right now. And also we have to take some decision on what we do with that roof, because it has so much contamination from different types of jerry rigging repairs that I'm not sure what can still be done without removing everything. So just a temporary repair. We do have another fan that's going to go there, but we will only be able to install it once the temperature heats up, because if you see, I still have a tube. Okay, so we're going to try it like that, at least for a couple of weeks. If this holds, I'm going to be a happy camper. I'm going to know that I don't have any more leaks and I will need to focus around this for when we'll put the new fan in. So I've noted when driving on the highway, this steering wheel was always a bit leaning towards that side. Now we did replace that steering wheel because the one it came with had an issue. So like we just put it as best as we could, but now it's time to put it back where it needs to be. So the way this works, you've got a nut right here. I'm using a 13/16 socket and a breaker bar, and hopefully I can untie this. There you go. Okay. So if you guys look, there's a whole bunch of little teeth right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to pull over the steering wheel and just try to align it slightly better so that right now, whatever you're seeing is the way that I am driving on the highway in a straight line. So I will try to realign it now. Okay, now let's put back the nut. Now what I'm using right now is a breaker bar, but it's a ratchet breaker bar, as you can see. And obviously you don't want to lose your steering wheel while driving. So let's just make this tight, not going anywhere. Okay, let's see if that is straight. That'll do it. It looks like we're not quite done yet. It seems like it still leaks here, but I have an idea where that leaks from. So next time we have some fair weather, I'm gonna take a look on the roof to see if there's another place I can tape up. Here is a different story. I'm not exactly sure what could be causing this. It's a fairly straight stream. Good news is that it's actually right over the sink here and right over the drain here, so at least it's not leaking anywhere else. What I did notice last time is that it was all wet here, but today it doesn't look like it's wet, so maybe we solved parts of it, but we still gotta investigate where that comes from. So by looking at this, I see that I have water accumulating here, and this could potentially be where that water is coming from. So I can't do anything about it right now because it's, as you can see, raining, so I can't put anything in there, but this is something we'll have to advise. And over there, I don't know if you can see, right in the middle there where there's that black spot, I think this might be where that water is coming from. So anyway, we have to wait for better weather before we can do anything about it. Today we're bringing the van to its first public event. The event is about an hour and a half from here. It is in no way fit to stay in there right now. There's still no ceiling and the ceiling still leaks. But we basically want to show to a whole bunch of people what the van looks like right now. And we're gonna see those same people, give or take, around June. And we hope that the van's gonna be pretty much complete by that point, weather permits. Right now, the weather has been the worst enemy of this project. Keeps on raining. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to install was basically to put modern features inside the 1992 vans, and one of these things would be a mirror camera. And I'm gonna do an unboxing. There you go, unboxing done. The idea here is that this is a in-dash cam. So made by the company Wolfbox. Model is a G850, and it has a little camera here. I really don't care about that camera. The one I wanted to have is this one here, and this is going to be installed in the back of the van and allow for a completely unobstructed view. If you guys have seen my video about the Winnebago Solis, it was equipped with that, and that's actually a feature that's very, very useful. So we're gonna do a quick install on this morning. I mean, since there's no ceiling, there's still gonna be a couple of wire dangling, but that's where we're gonna have to live with for now. Just wanted to do a quick overview of what came in the box if you guys were curious. Yes, you have the mirror with a small little cloth here to clean it. You do have a GPS that you can connect to it and that you stick somewhere. I'm not going to install it today, but this is something that we're going to install once we take care of the ceiling. We have the charger. One thing I noted about the charger, it's USB-C. Also, it has a USB-A port on it, so that's great. I won't need to have a portable power station to power my cell phone, and I can use a 12-volt socket to do both. Other than that, yes, there's the cameras. One thing I noted, you have that little red wire. If I remember correctly from reading online, this wire is used to detect when you go in reverse, because you can have like lines that says where your wheels are and that kind of stuff. For today, we're just gonna screw it directly on the, maybe even inside. Other than that, we have those little straps here. These are made to attach the mirror to the back, actually to the front, if you want, of the mirror that's currently installed there. And you've got some quick documentation explaining you how that works, plus bits of hardware, like these are cable ties. This is different mounting options for the camera, but I'm just going to screw it directly in the wooden shelf that is still in the back. And a trim remover, but I guess this is more with like, anyway, we're gonna have it. If we need it, we have it. So that's it. Let's go install this. And it's on. Okay, time to screw that camera on that shelf and we'll be on our way. Yeah, loosen it's slightly loose. Let's tie it some more here.
The event was a blast. Thanks to everyone who came to see us, and hopefully we'll see you in June.
Yeah, still investigating where those leaks come from, but I'm starting to have a general idea of other thing I found. Everything is peeling off like this, and looks like I have some other weird adhesive right here. Okay, let's continue digging. Well, that sure can explain some of the leaks, eh? This is one of the beam inside that we can see from the ceiling. So I guess I understood why they did a big fiberglass patch over there. Okay, well, time to fix that. Il y en a partout. All of this is useless. It's nothing's waterproof. So the reason why there's not more water inside is because there's still the aluminum roof right here. However, for some reason there's a gaping hole here. So I mean, there's a reason why there's water in there. Surprise! So this project's arch nemesis is coming back, rain and bad weather. So this is what we were able to uncover today. This gaping hole here was fixed apparently with some fiberglass, but that fiberglass became porous for some reason and got delaminated with time. So a whole bunch of little things that are gonna need to be fixed. But this hole, I mean, I'm gonna have to change the plans a bit. I don't know if I dig a bit deeper. I saw a screw right here with a sheet of aluminum. Just afraid of what I'm gonna find underneath. So if you can share some of your ideas on how to proceed next, I would greatly appreciate. In the meantime, I'll cover everything up before Mother Nature decide to rain down on us, basically. So on that note, this was Leeway Model. I hope all of you have a good day, and I'll talk to you next time. Leeway Model out.
Oh yeah, and the rabbit is still working.